Hey, I'm back. Rolando G here. Yeah, I know I said a lot in that last commentary I did about the J-Lo situation between her and Wesley Snipes, but I just wanted to just take this time out to commend Wesley Snipes for his contribution to the entertainment industry. Not only is he an excellent martial artist, but he is an excellent actor. An excellent, quite the actor he is. Uh, I can't forget when I laughed when he decided to do To Wong Fu. I know that was another, how can I say, emasculating role, but he showed that he could get a little vulnerable and put himself in that position to play such a character as such a drag queen in that role. But I just got a kick out of that role back then, way before I got conscious to Afro males and how we're viewed. But I gotta admit, he was funny as Noxema Jones in that movie. And I'm still getting the kick off to this day. Now, as for this commentary here, it's about his contribution to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because the Marvel Cinematic Universe would not be where it's at without Wesley Snipes playing the titular vampire, the half vampire, anti super powered hero as we know as Blade. That's what I forgot to mention in the last commentary, but I was dealing with him in the J-Lo situation, but of her trying to me to him. But in regards to Wesley Snipes' contribution to the business, I have to hand it to him. For a man of his uh, more darker shade of color, he has come a long way. And he is still a pretty well creative, talented individual. And I think he is the last potent one of a generation that has can say he has brought a lot to the table, more than what people can say. Um, he started off I think his debut when he was in Wildcats alongside him and Woody Harrelson, and then later on we saw him again in 1989. Or was it 1988? 1989, 1990. Oh no, actually 1990. If you were aware of a gangster, it was more like a multicultural mafia that he was a part of. Christopher Walken's 1990 King of New York. They were trying to take down Christopher Walken's crew of thugs and gangster and organized crime in that movie, along with David Caruso and a couple other well-noted names in that movie as well. Later on, 1990, in the early 1990s, Passenger 57. He played also. I couldn't stand him in 1990s Mo Better Blues alongside him and Denzel Washington, where he played Shadow to Bleak Gilliam's jazz group, and he was hating on Bleak Gilliam, aka Denzel's character, in that movie because they were going. He was going after one of his women, and I was like, okay, that's the topic of the story. Played by Cinda Williams, and of course, prospectively, that was a Spike Lee joint. That was a Spike Lee movie. And I'll when I have time, I'll break down that movie and why I considered it a classic, not only as a classic in black cinema, but also in terms of there were some things I didn't like about the movie that really kind of numbed me a little. That didn't really kind of got to me a little bit because of how men of color are viewed in that regard in that movie and how we're seen. But that is a product of its time, so I can understand why that movie was made. But again, Wesley Snipes, tremendous actor. Uh, what else? And most up to date, just actually, I got a kick out of him in Chirac. His character as the gangster that was dumb, a little dumb. That really cracked me up because we're always seeing Wesley Snipes as like the overconfident, the the man in his roles, but to get to get down on a level where he can play certain types of comedic characters, even up to date when he recently just did also Coming to America too. I still haven't seen that. I heard a lot about that film and it wasn't all great for the sequel, according to what we knew from the earlier Eddie Murphy one that he did. It's always a classic, but this second one, they said that Wesley stole the show in that. So, Coming to America 2. And I think he plays the brother of the lady he was supposed to be married to in the first one and did not get with her because he was going for Lisa in the city in part one. Well, they're saying in part two, that Wesley's character is a king from that same kingdom he was supposed to marry the sister from that kingdom, and now he's ruling that nation, and now he's trying to get over to Zamunda, I guess, or something like that, to see if he can try to get Zamunda from I guess Eddie's kid's supposed to inherit that. His character of Prince Hakim's kid's supposed to inherit that kingdom or whatever. So I don't know, but otherwise than that, it's been great that he still is a living legend. He's quick with them hands and them feet. Mr. Snipes, you are a national treasure, and I want to give you commemoration because you are still the epitome of what Blade is. I don't know what Mahershala Ali is going to bring to the character, but obviously he's taking some cues from you, and you are the reason why Marvel is back where it needs to be, and why the reason Marvel is flourishing. So, yeah, that's all I like to say about that. Mr. Wesley Snipes, national treasure he is. I'm out.